Yeah, I thought I'd show my pretty face again. So I got, again, you know, it's hard to make these videos because I'm not sure what's going to happen from one day to the next. But as I was saying, I got some holes that I got to fill. So I'm thinking the next thing I need to do, I put the spark plugs in. They're gapped at 60, I found out. That was in the service manual. And it said to torque them to 10 pounds. I mean, I've never torqued anything that light in my life. So I don't know if that's right or not. But I'm thinking now I'll put the carburetor on. Again, never had a manifold. I'll show you the carb that I did. There was a carb in the trunk. I'll show you that one, then I'll show you I took the part number off and I got another one I got over there. But then that's going to lead to, do I have the right linkage? Do I have the right gasket? Is there a spacer? I don't know any of that yet. I've got a distributor ordered, the cheapest one I could find. It's I think they call it HEI, which I guess is electronic ignition. No points. Then I got to figure out how the kickdown linkage goes to the carburetor. I'm not even sure what's in the carburetor box. I've looked at it, but I forgot. So, you know, I try to stay consistent on my videos, but I don't know how. Just something new keeps coming up. But again, I said that I might as well not put the engine in, especially because my back gets tender. This way I can stand up, work on it. I can always take stuff off once I know how it goes on. So that's where I'm going to go next. Oh, I don't know if I said this, oil filter. I cannot find where it says which oil filter. I cannot find in any manuals. But I do have one that I showed in another video that does fit. Look at the mail lady. So I'll just, I guess the best way to do is just go to the auto parts store and say what car I got. But I can't check if it's a big one or a short one. And anyway. So first I gotta, you know, I got other videos where I'm trying to get rid of all my moles. And I see one mole hole today, so I'm gonna take care of that first. I'll just for the heck of it, I'll just take a video on what I do, because it worked. Like a neighbor, you know, I live on 5 acres. The neighbor on the property next to me said all his moles went away because I've been killing them. So every once in a while one pops up. I'll show you how I get rid of them. So there's a mole hole there. And if you look over here, it's important when you do this, you know, I'm learning. I can't see through this viewfinder, so I'm hoping I'm in the right spot. They break ground. They don't make a hole, but they break ground. There's one there. Again, I'm hoping I'm on uneven ground, so the picture might look weird. There's a hole there. I mean, they broke ground. So, what I'm going to show you on this one is what I showed this before, but this is how I get rid of them. Take a crowbar, find the hole, and once you hit the bottom, push harder. So I just went down another 4 inches. That's the key. I'm going over this other hole. I hit resistance at 3 inches. Well, I pushed and it went down another 8. One more over here. Same thing, I hit resistance. And then it's like they dig a hole and then they partially block it. So just get the cheapest way. Just get some regular gasoline and a torch. About that much. And then look around to see if you get any more spots that they popped up. And I don't see any, except for these 3. And get the gas can back out of the way. If they're connected, sometimes it'll just go boom, 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 boom. It'll just pop. That's what you want. Make a firestorm under the ground. And don't stand looking in the hole when you light it. Stay off to the side. I had one of them pop back up. No pop there. Anyway, I didn't hear any real pop that time. But a lot of times, there's holes that you don't see, and the gases will get in there, and all of a sudden it'll pop later. So I just let it burn for a while. Then I'll just step on the hole, scrape off the dirt. That way I can tell if there's any new holes. But I've got rid of, I mean, the whole yard, the whole 5 acres. These are the only 3 I know about. So I'll get back to the carburetor. Again, my videos are more like a log, just what's going on. I don't really have any how to do them until they're done, because once they're done, then I know how to do them. Before that, I'm just guessing and figuring it out. But I just wanted to point out something. I was looking through my manual, and we all know about the crank bolt down at the bottom there. It says 165 pounds of torque. I mean, that was already on there. The machine shop did that. Well, my torque wrench only goes up to 105 pounds. This other one I got, this one goes up to 150. I mean, I could check it, I guess. But, anyway, and here's all the tools. I mean, it's like I got to keep putting stuff away, and then I bring out tools again, or else I get so much stuff that I can't work comfortably. Got stuff on that tray. So anyway, I'm going to clean up this table, and then I'll bring out the carburetor so I have room. And I decided I'll put this this fan on after I set the car. Now I know how it goes on. I got the right parts. I don't want to bang that up. I just wanted to point out that while I was cleaning up the table, I found a package. had two O-rings. They came with the power steering pump, and they show that they go on these fittings. So I think I'll just stick it on there right now before I lose track of it. So, if you're doing this, it wouldn't hurt to get some new O-rings. Anyway, I'm not gonna tape this, but there's a ring. There's two sizes. One goes down there, so I really don't see what good these are gonna do. But I'm gonna stick them on there, because if not, I'll lose track of them. Okay, I cleaned up. Got a couple puzzles here. But first of all, I ended up with all this stuff. This came out of the power steering. This came out of the bushing for the old power steering clutch fan. This is a bolt that was too short once I put the alternator bracket on, and so on and so on. And this was a ground that was on the power steering. So I'm just going to take all this stuff. You know, I got so many extra parts. So I'm just going to throw it in this box. I got this when I got the car. He gave me all this stuff. I just said, "Hey, do you want that box of bolts?" So I dig into it whenever I need it. But I should get to the puzzle. Let's see, these were in the spark plug holes, but I don't need this anymore. But anyway, I got two dipsticks. They're different. So, what is what? That's the first puzzle. So look in here. I've been thinking about this. I know that this is one, if you have air conditioning, this bolts up to a bracket here on the air conditioner, but I don't have air conditioning anymore. I mean, I'm not going to use it, so is this other one, will this other one work? But the problem is, you can see that it's like 6 inches shorter. So if I was just to lay this here, where it goes, it would kind of be down there in the oil pan. This one would be right there. So I'm gonna, again, this was on the engine. It was just loose because none of this stuff was here. And this had broken off down there because it's three pieces. One piece bolts to the top of the, it's a three-piece dipstick. One piece bolts to the top of the crank bolts. Then there's this sleeve that goes in afterwards. The other one you put in before you put the oil pan, then you put this in, then this. So, the only way so if you go online to order them, it's not clear. So we either make a bracket, I don't know. Anyway, that's one of the mysteries. Sometimes I just think about this stuff and the answer comes to me. I get into the carburetor. Let's just look over here first. tilt this engine, spun it a little bit. Now this is a 74 manifold, I know that. And right here, I'll have to look it up. I got this somewhere else, I can't remember, but I got it because it had, I figured I might need some pieces off of it. Again, it's one of the, it's just like the alternator, I gotta figure out what is what. So this, on this year, this is the throttle, and this is the kick down. But this bracket won't fit on there. But I might be able to take this piece off. And bolt it right here. I'm not sure yet. So there's one mystery, the throttle bracket. I mean, that's just one of the mysteries out of about 50 of them here. Let me move this camera. I'll show you the carburetor that it was in the trunk. And some parts. But what I did get out this one is somewhere around here. Somewhere around there is a serial number. One 7056274 1106. I'm pretty sure the 6 is for 76. So let's keep that aside. I found this one online. It says rebuilt, same number. I haven't really looked at it. It's been sitting. So what we know is I got a manifold. Back this up. I got an engine with an intake manifold, but I don't know how it goes together. So I bought this because it's a complete carburetor. That's why I bought it. And from what I've read, to make the scoop work, I can't think what it's called, the ram air scoop, whatever they call it, you got to have this height. Now since then I've seen that you can get lowered air cleaners if you use like a Holly or an Edelbrock, or I mean maybe you can. So anyway, part number on here 17056-274. Forgot what this was already. 17056-274. If I remember right, 17056. I had this all written down, but the 6 is the year, 76. And the rest is where it was made and so on. 4-barrel. And then, with this, you know, I don't have one of these radiator spouts, I guess you call it. So this has got some linkage I might need. I mean, I don't know yet. Looking at these two, looks the same. This piece here, some kind of throttle positioner. If that goes in this year or not, I don't know, but at least it gives me an idea where it goes. And the screws. So let's just go over here. Again, it's gonna take a while to figure this out. First of all, let's see if the carb fits this manifold. There's tape on here. Okay, first thing I want to stuff something in here. I don't need a bolt going down. Some more rags. Old t-shirts. Okay, so that's protected. So now look at the bottom of this carburetor. I mean, initial inspection, it looks the right size. Okay, right off. I don't have bolts. I don't know if this is right. Shit. I know it's the right year. There's a hole right there. But that's nothing, it's just a casting. I don't know why that's there, so that won't affect. Look at the other one. Again, I don't have a 76 manifold. They're all different. I don't think it matters. What matters is I gotta figure out how to put it together. Just got the same hole. I'm pretty sure, you know, this is a Rochester or Carter. I'm pretty sure they're all the same. So who knows what that's for. I also don't have a gasket. It's a metal gasket. Again, I haven't looked at my parts book yet. I don't even know if this goes here. It doesn't fit, so it doesn't go here. It goes between the bot. So going back over here. Again, I don't even know if this goes with this. Don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. Also, this one, you know, it's going to take some research. This one's got a choke hole. And again, I don't know what goes there. But this one doesn't. This one's got a this just has a plate. So my first impression, I just need an electric choke. I mean, do I really need all this junk? And I guess whatever kind of choke, it must be an air hose goes into there. So that's what I gotta figure out. What is what? Putting this back on here where it goes. And I'll bring the camera over here. Here's a close-up of this. I know this is the right throttle bracket for this year. Let's get the right offset. The bolts are like that. It lines up with this. So this must be the throttle. Just moving it around because it's scraping barely. And this must be the kick down. And then if you have cruise control, which I did have cruise control, you'd have a third bracket, which I have no idea where that went. But I'm not going to use the cruise control either. So I noticed something else about this. There's a hole here. Now, what is that for? like you could use a different base. Anyway, I'll look around, I'll look at this one, I'll look at the other two, and I'll just have to figure this out. And again, I don't want to do it once it's on the car. I just thought I would just be reaching over everything. So that's what I'm up against. I can do it. Just gonna look at it a little bit more. Why is this hole here? It's the same on this, I don't know if you can see it. Same on this carburetor. Got 2 extra holes. Maybe that's for the air cleaner. Every car I ever had in the old days would screw into the center. I got an air cleaner upstairs. I'm gonna grab it. See what. I don't know if it's the right one or not. Just gonna grab. I don't think this is the right one. I mean, the hole's too small. Definitely not right. That's wrong. Yeah, nothing like having a car that's running to work on. So I guess the first thing to do, I'm just talking out loud here, is I just need to identify parts. I mean, what is this? That's a vacuum. I guess you call them primary, not secondary. They're the small ones. So that's got to work out of vacuum. That's the gas pedal. These are vacuum. Secondary, I guess, yeah. Comes up over to here. And it's a boring video. Again, it's just like a. It's working off the vacuum tube here. You know, I think I have a vacuum tool. And this choke is independent of anything except this cam that does something. Anyway, my head's spinning. So where do I start? I'm pretty sure all the carburetors are more or less the same, except for the jetting, the smog, the vacuums. One of these goes to the distributor. So, but we definitely need to bolt this down in a gasket. That's a good starting point. I wonder if I get them in the box. Again, when I got this manifold, let's back out. Anyway, this is how I figure out stuff. I just have to keep playing with it until it starts making sense. So we don't need this for now. Let's see, is there any carburetor bolts in here? This stuff came with that. Distributor hold down. Oh, look what I got here. Here's the choke for that type. Here's some bolts. And I'm guessing these are two smaller, and it looks like the center of the air cleaner. That threads in. That threads in, just gonna be cleaned. That threads in. Threads in, so now they should open without hitting. Yeah. That threads in. Okay, so we got the mounting bolts, we got air cleaner bolt. Kind of vacuum port. Looks like it screws in here. I don't know that I'm going to need this. I'll just put it there for now. Not sure what this is. cruise control maybe? I don't know. What else we got in this box? So we don't need this. Fuel. That's right where the distributor is. So, that can't be right. What if this goes to the fuel pump? Looks like it might bolt on the fuel pump, but I don't think that's right. Set that aside. With the choke. Distributor hold down. Oh, that's not the choke. I don't know what I was thinking. That's not the distributor. That's the water pump. I mean, water housing. There's the distributor. I've been missing this. This needs to be cleaned up, but that fits. This power steering bracket. Forgot to swing the camera. Power steering bracket. Listen, got that spacing washer that you need. It says alternator bushing. Yeah, that would work. This is a heck of a lot more heavy duty than the one that's on there. Maybe I'll switch it. EGR valve, I'm not going to be using that. think this goes in the. I think this is a valve. Oh, goes in the under the valve cover. And where this goes, I have no clue. Yeah, I'm not going to use it, but where would it go? I see. Again, this is a smog manifold. So that would have an EGR. That goes there. And this. I'm guessing this goes to an air cleaner. There's a hose here. This got a stud on it. I don't know if you can see that. Something bolts to here. So we don't need that. I'm not sure what that is right now. I'm sure I don't need that. I might be able to use that, but shoot, that probably only cost $5. I might be able to use this kick down bracket. Oh, this is electronic choke. So I'll see what the difference between that. This is just capped off. Swing it back and look at this other choke. It looks like the same housing. So that means that means I need to check my wiring to see if I had electronic choke on this wiring harness I had. So going back to this thing, where was that? I said I didn't need. I think this is the fuel inlet. But no, that's not right. Fuel inlet's here. Definitely goes there. And this is not the distributor, like I was saying, like an idiot. I'm pretty sure this is the fuel inlet. Oh, you know what? I think I got this figured out. I was thinking it went down here. No. trying to see where there's paint missing, because this could go anywhere. Back over here. It's a little tarnished in here. Again, it doesn't mean I'm going to use these parts. It just means I got to figure out what I need. Oh, as soon as I put it on there, I can't turn it. There we go. Yeah, that goes there, or something like that. Here's the fuel pump. Fuel pump's over here. I gotta find out where the fuel line goes. So it either comes. That doesn't make any sense. Just have to find a picture. Again, man, it was a bitch. I wish I had the. I wish I had a picture of a stock car. Not a picture. I wish I had the car sitting right there. It'd make it so simple. But this is the inlet. I know this is right. Vacuum, fuel. Need an electric choke. Need a gasket. Need to clean these bolts. Gonna need a kick down. See if that kick down works on here. And let's see, zooming over here. Here's the throttle cable with the square fitting that snaps in there. So we got that. The kick down. The kick down is over here. Down. So I got the cables. Let me just do one more thing before I put this away. Where am I? Swing it back over here. See, the spacing is different, but it looks like I can take this bracket off. Screw it in there. Again, trying to find the right bracket, I couldn't find one. Just thinking out loud here. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Let's just see if it fits on the transmission. It's like a different size. Let's see. It's a different size. We'll work on the throttle. Both the same. Yeah, that'll fit on there. If I had the technology, I could make this bigger, but man, that'd be a lot of work. So I need to measure that. See what size. Okay, that's it. Bored. I'm sure that bored the hell out of everybody. Again, just think of it as, if you watch this, it's just me. This is what I do every day on this car. Trying to figure out what goes where. That's the fun of it for me. You know, somewhere, the master cylinder gets a vacuum. Let me just look at that one more thing. Let me see, let me check something else out here. That's what this is. This is the master cylinder. This is the kind of valve. About 3/8. We don't need that. looking where it might go. And what is this? What is that? Is that? Is that going? Is that what goes to the? I don't know what that is yet. I'm thinking it has something to do with radiator. But no. This is why I wish I had a smoke machine. I could blow air in here and see where it comes out. Because eventually I'm going to want every hole plugged. So I'm going to want to know. And then these things here, I don't know what these are. There's a little gap in here. So yeah, I don't know where the brick, I don't know where that goes. Don't know where that goes. I would guess it go right in there. But that's a, but like I said, that might be the cruise control. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Okay, getting back to something else. I just found this piece right here. I thought I didn't have it. I just found it with the positive cable. I'll show it to you. When I was looking at the cruise control, I'll take you over there. Let's turn this off. Okay, when I pulled the engine out, or when I was cleaning it up, I can't remember what, I guess when I pulled the front end apart, or somewhere along the line, I pulled all this off. This is all the engine compartment. Here's that piece I was just showing you with the right cables. This is and the reason I know this is positive because that's what goes to the battery. And on the other end, here it is. I bet you this is a factory cable. When I was looking, here's the cruise control. It's got the same size knob. Here's the cruise control. Speedometer cable goes into here and then from the transmission then into the car. And it says on top, hold, engine, and light. But I'm not going to use this. Here's the I don't know what you call it, the getting old, I can't remember the terms. When it bolts to the body. Fender clip. So eventually I'm going to lay this out on the table. So I do have a positive cable, I just don't have a negative cable. Just looking at this some more. I was trying to find out where that vacuum went off the brake. I don't know. There's one of the cables, speedo cables. Should be another one here somewhere. That might be the vacuum. That can't be right. Anyway, it's just a puzzle. I'm not gonna put this stuff on until I get the engine in. And the fenders mounted. And the inner fender wells. So that's a ways away. The Magical Mystery Tour. I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's Beatles back in the 70s. Took the thermostat housing off. Just for the heck of it. I don't need one. I don't know if this is right. Probably is. It's aluminum. I have no idea what that is. This definitely doesn't bolt to it. This might, who knows what this is off of. But I wanted to see what year manifold this was. And I think the number's right underneath it. I think it's 77. Let's get the firing order. That's the firing order. This must be it. Trying to adjust this camera. It's a bitch. Hands are so big. I was looking at the other manifold. 184. I can really barely read it, but this is 525 something 54. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. I'll type in 77 manifold, see what comes up. Okay, so looking up these parts number for like an hour. As far as I can tell, this is a 76 intake, and the one I got on my car for sure, I mean the one I got on the engine that I'm building is a 72. Anyway, I just, like I say, this is a documentary type thing. That's definitely a 72. This number, I looked it up on eBay, because the book says the last number on this manifold is 6. But this one, but everybody on eBay is saying that this is a 76. That sure looks like a 5 to me. It's just worn off. Yeah, not sure. I think right here is the date code. I don't really care about that. Anyway, I was just curious. It's starting to rain. quit.